aka Sage the Urban Witch, and I'm on to do a live stream for you guys. Okay, hope that you guys are doing well. Let me turn on my big screen so that I can see myself. Okay, hope that you guys are doing well on this very beautiful, lovely day. Okay, yeah, and I hope that you guys are basking in the energy of the recent full moon and Capricorn energy. Yeah. So let me get everything set up, you guys, and make sure that everything is tight and right, okay? And as you guys come in, dear one, I welcome you. I want to let you guys know, caveat, okay? I always want to announce this for those of you guys who are familiar with it, girl, and you come in here often into the chat during the live streams, or for those of you guys who may be passerbys and you're not really familiar with the community, rules, how I navigate the shit, okay? Well, I just want to let you guys know that, your girl has attention deficit, okay? So, even though I want you guys to come into the chat and leave your very beautiful comments, okay? But if I don't see them right away and respond, do not think that I am ignoring you, okay? It's just that I'm in the ethers, okay? And I'm focusing on the read so that I can give you guys the tea that you need to set you free. And so I'm not looking at the chat. However, after the read, I will definitely, say hello to all of you lovely, beautiful people, to my collective, you wisdom seekers out there, okay? And see what you guys got going on, okay? Also, you guys, I want to see you again more in the comment section and more in my chat, dropping beautiful messages and letting me know how the messages are resonating with you guys, so that, again, Spirit and I will continue to look at you guys to see who is a part of my community, who is actively engaged, so that on the day when I pop in for a live stream reading and I say, hey, y'all, today is the day where I'm going to select a lucky subby and, answer their yes or no oracle question for free. I want you guys to, be in the mix of that, because I will be selecting those that I see a lot in the chat, those that I see responding and actively engaging, okay? And letting, letting others know how the messages are resonating with you guys, okay? Because I want to make sure that you guys are not just passerbys. I want to make sure that you are definitely a part of the tribe, okay? And although you won't have to pay for the reading, you still have to pay in terms of an energy exchange, okay? Because that's how your girl does it, okay? We vibrate to equal reciprocity, okay? That is how it's done, okay? All right. So having said that, you guys, I want to say welcome to you guys. Welcome to my channel, okay? And I thank you guys in advance for the likes, the shares, and the subscribes. Thank you to whoever that is that is leaving me the beautiful hearts, okay? Appreciate you, okay? Also, you guys, thank you to those of you guys who, you're continuing to purchase readings from your girl, okay? Now, in this economy, that says a lot, okay? And I want you guys to know, although I'll never put you on Front Street, I'll never name names, okay? It'll be between you and I. But I just want to give you kind of like a public, private shout out that I appreciate you guys for trusting me to tap into your energy to help you, reach some type of resolution with a particular interest or a particular issue that you may have that you need spiritual clarity on, okay? I do not take that lightly, okay? That is my calling. That is my bread and butter. That is what I do, okay? 95% offline, but also, I am expanding more and more each day to, be available and offer assistance for those of you guys who are part of my tribe, who would opt in to get a personal reading, okay? So thank you guys so much. Also, thank you to you guys who are continuing to leave donations through my business website, okay? It is very, very much so appreciated. For those of you guys who want to check out the type of personal readings that I offer along with the prices, okay, please do so by going to my bio. The link to my website is in my bio. It is also a part of my description. Under each video description, you will see all of the steps to purchase a reading. You will also get the information that you need, okay? All right. And so, you guys, we're going to get started, okay? And this is going to be pretty interesting. Well, I think all of my reads, you guys, are pretty interesting, but I'm pretty excited about this one today, because when I was channeling you guys, I got the message that, dear one, y'all got beef with people, or shall I say people got beef with you all, okay? And, it's really for no reasons, because a lot of the collective energy that I picked up on, you guys are have either nothing to do with this person or these group of people, okay? Because you're so focused on yourself. You're no longer in relationship or friendship with these people, but just the mere aspect of you minding your own damn business, come through spirit. You're simply just minding the business that pays you, you're staying out of trouble, you're staying out of people's way, and you're making sure that people don't bring all of that rah-rah and stress and drama to you. People are very offended by that, dear one, and it's like they have this beef with you. And the reasons are very ridiculous, okay? So we're going to tap into spirit. We're going to tap into the energy. And we're going to find out, dear one, who got beef with you and why, okay? So, yeah, this is going to be a collective general reading. And we're going to get started. So here we go, y'all. Who got beef with you, collective, and why? Who got beef with you and why, okay? Come through spirit, okay? First message comes from the card, the Four of Cups in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, dear one, I'm hearing right off the bat, someone that, they think that you're holding out on them. This could be a person, dear one, where, they may have presented an offer to you, whether this was, someone from your past or whether this was is a current person, dear one. And, in their head, they're thinking that you're just playing hard to get. You're playing with their emotions, you're trying to play mind games. You're trying to engage in some type of power struggle with them. But you don't even see it that way, dear one. From your point of view, you see it as, look, I done already dismissed your ass. I done already said no. I done already said it's a no-go. I done already moved on. So, whatever type of connection that you think we still have, whatever type of games that you think, I'm still playing with you, that's all in your head, bruh. That's all in your head, sis. You playing by yourself, my name in it and I ain't in it, okay? You having this beef with yourself, partner, because I'm nowhere around. I'm not in the vicinity. I'm not in your relationships. I'm not in one with you, okay? I'm not in your home. Some of y'all, you like, hell, I'm not even nowhere where you live, You on the other side of town. I'm on another side. You in another state. I'm in another state. Some of y'all, I'm across the country. I'm in another country. So, okay? I'm hearing some people, dear one, that have beef with you. They need to get their mind checked, okay? They need to go to better help, okay? They need counseling. They need therapy. They need their meds, dear one, because they are in this drag out, all out, invested in you, obsessed with trying to remain connected to you in some way, shape, or form. And you're not even, nowhere around, you're not power struggling with this person. You're not leveling up, bossing up, just to make this person upset. You're not ignoring this person because, to ignore someone means that you have to really recognize that there's some level of connection or there's some level of engagement. You're not ignoring them at all. It's like they're a non-motherfucking factor, but they think that, you still are connected to them. So it's giving Delulu here. So it's like this person, dear one, they got beef with you because they feel as though because they're at the point now, the point of no return, it's like they don't want to let you go, dear one. They think that everything that you say, everything that you do is like, in a roundabout way about them, okay? So say, for example, you guys are readers, or say, for example, you're a public speaker or something of the sort, okay? And, whatever you're saying online, okay, this person, because they're so obsessed with you and they're so obsessed with wanting to feel connected to you and deluding themselves into thinking that, you guys got something going on, okay? I'm also hearing parasocial relationship, okay? This person thinks they're one that everything that you say or do is about him or her, they're reading between the lines, they're in the comment section, they're looking at your followers, they're, reading everything as far as your chat. They're following everything that you do because it's like they literally feel as though they're so obsessed with you, dear one, and they're so invested in what you got going on. They think that everything that you're saying and doing is some type of, back-ended compliment directed at them, Oh, you bossing up to make them jealous. Oh, you doing this, you showing that, you revealing this, you telling that only because they watching. Okay, this person is okay? It's giving weirdo vibes, okay? It's giving, you know, this person, you know, they're out of touch with reality. You know, it's giving, you know, they've been alone too long, you know, it's giving latchkey kid, it's giving, you know, they don't know how to read the room. They have no social cues. They don't understand when a person says no, or when a person is not even really thinking about them. Okay, this is the type of person, dear one, that when you say no, or when anyone says no, they think yes. When someone says no, they think maybe. This is a dumb motherfucker here. Okay, when someone says no, dear one, that, you know, they're thinking try harder. Okay, so it's giving, you know, they don't understand boundaries. They don't understand personal cues, social cues. Okay, and that they've really not had a lot of dating experience, real fundamental dating experience, where, you know, they're mature enough to understand no means no, and they can just move on because they understand that it's a numbers game or whatever, or they understand that, you know, they've really put too much into the situation emotionally, and there's really nothing there, that it's all in their head. Okay, so it's giving, you know, this person, you know, they may not have really had intimate, real serious intimate relationships or partnerships. Okay, this person may have only had, you know, just a list of one night stands. You know, they've only had, you know, those type of very fleeting, superficial, you know, situationships. They've never really had a relationship. Okay, it's giving, you know, they may have had their virginity taken by, you know, either a trigger warning, either by, you know, some type of molestation situation, or, you know, by like an escort. You know, it's like they've had relationships with just people that are like nameless, faceless people, you know, just bodies, you know, people that they swipe to the left and get, you know, people that a friend or a family member hooked them up with, you know, a person that, you know, they was doing strange things for change, and that person was there at the right place at the right time. You know, it's giving that. Okay, but it's giving that when it comes to really relating to a person on an intimate level, you know, eye to eye, toe to toe, you know, and letting your guard down and showing who you are at the core of you, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and really, you know, venturing into a relationship with someone on the real, instead of pretending, instead of being fake. This person knows nothing about this, dear one. Okay, so this is just a very, very sad situation. You know, it's like, you know, they have the energy where they've been very isolated. They've been very out of tune, out of touch with reality, relationships. Nobody taught them, nobody really sat down to really explain to them about the meaning of life, you know, the meaning of love, the meaning of relationships, you know, the highs and lows of it all, and how you're supposed to handle that as a mature adult. Okay, this person, they got none of that. Okay, they may have gotten a lot of their thoughts and feelings about relationships by watching porn. Okay, they may have gotten a lot of their, you know, thoughts about relationships and how to navigate from, you know, I'm hearing pimps, I'm hearing street dudes or street girls. Okay, but, you know, the real intimate, holistic type of teaching and raising and coming of age with this person, they missed out on that. Okay, and you know, they may be older chronologically, you know, 30 plus, but, you know, they have the mindset of someone that's still in middle school. You know, they have the mindset of someone that's still in high school. You know, they have the mindset of someone that, you know, they on the goddamn short bus still wearing a helmet. You know, this is, you know, the arrested development. This is how emotionally, I'm hearing emotionally unhinged and also emotionally underdeveloped that they are, dear one. It's like once people get through to the exterior of the person and they look beyond the looks, they look beyond, you know, the pretty teeth or the muscles or the pretty hair or the curves, you know, they look beyond, you know, what they're wearing, the flashiness of what they're driving, you know, because they really don't have nothing to offer but superficial stuff, because they're empty inside. You know, once the average person looks beyond that, dear one, it's a no-go, because they really have nothing to offer. So this is someone that likes to get into, you know, situationships rather than relationships, because, you know, they want to hit it hard and fast. Okay, and then get, you know, intertwined with you, bind you, get all types of, you know, complicated, you know, ties with you and this and that. And it's just full of drama. It's just really, it's giving struggle love, it's giving ghetto, it's giving, you know, I really don't need to be dating. I really need to, you know, be in a therapist's office. That's what it's giving. Okay, that's this person, dear one. that I'm hearing from spirit has beef with you, okay? And this is why, okay? That was a lot that came out. Come through, spirit, okay? Yeah, and whoever you guys are, dear one, it's like this person, they got all this animosity towards you and hate towards you. I'm also hearing love hate, like they want you but they hate you at the same time. They don't know if whether they want to fuck you or fight you. It just depends on how the wind blow and how they feel when they wake up in the morning. So this person is really, they're off, dear one. They're very off, okay? And you would never know that because they're good at hiding what they got going on, okay? They're very passive aggressive, and they won't step toe to toe with you and let you know they have a problem. These are the lurkers, these are the stalkers, these are the trolls, these are the people that send in other people to do their bidding for them. Okay, that's this type of person right here. Okay, big bitch energy, whether they are female or male. That's this person, dear one, that got beef with you, hon. Okay, so ooh, stay away. Okay, it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. I'm definitely going to have to smudge and have a spiritual bath after this read. Jeez, okay. Let's find out, dear one, a little bit more information in terms of who got beef with you and why. Come through, spirit. We have the magician reverse. We have the magician in reverse. I'm hearing from spirit, dear one, right off the bat. Someone, dear one, again, is giving passive aggressive. I'm a witch. I'm a warlock. I do, janky love spells, magic spells against people that, make me feel bad, against people who bruise my ego, okay? Against people that I see as a threat because, I might see them as having something that I have, but something that I want, such as, self-esteem, confidence. This person, dear one, this energy that got beef with you, dear one, it's like this person, they don't have real courage. They got liquid courage. This person has to be under the influence. They have to be under the influence of alcohol or drugs or something else or whatever they got going on. They like to be out of their body because they're always in some realm of escapism, trying to escape the realities of life. And they really have resorted to magic. They didn't want me to get this message out. We rebuke the bitches. The message will get out. Fall back. Yeah. But, this person didn't want, they have resorted to, magic in order to kind of fill this deep void that they have with themselves in order to, really try to, protect their very fragile ego when someone rejects them or when they see that someone has something that they covet, something that they want, okay? Now, you, dear one, as I'm tapping into the energy here, I'm in the ethers, y'all, okay? Bear with me. I hope this don't go too far over, okay? But what I'm hearing from spirit, dear one, is that, you're the type of person where you have a lot of qualities and characteristics that this person, finds highly attractive, but they're very envious of the fact that it's you instead of them. So you yourself could be, high vibrational, witch, wizard, high priestess, you could be in the world of the occult, okay? So this person, dear one, they're competing with you based on the fact that, you got the skills, to pay the bills, you're tuned in and tapped in. And this person, they may have thought that at surface level or at first glance without getting to know you, but just simply by judging you, that, you were a fraud, that you really wasn't tuned in, that you was just saying shit, that you was just pulling shit out of your ass, dear one. That is until the more and more that this person continue to study you, keep tabs on you with their lurky ass, you begin to, drop gems on their ass and let them know that you was reading, you the real deal. You ain't just no online social media witch. You live this thing, you eat, breathe this thing, and so when you started revealing certain secret things about this particular person, dear one, the type of things that nobody else could possibly know but that person, then their eyes got big and they was like, whoa, hold up, okay, this bitch, this mofo is reading me, okay? So then, it turned from admiration to envy, okay, to, hatred, to trying to compete with you, to trying to, use magic against you to shut you down, trying to, throw magic at you, dear one, because they want you to have low self-esteem. They want you to feel fear. They want you to feel as though what you're doing is wrong. They want want to try to come at you from all different angles, but on the passive aggressive tip though. Again, they're not going to face you. They're not going to confront you face to face. Okay, this is all backdoor, behind the scenes, behind the bush type shit. Okay, it's giving Wizard of Oz, all the pomp and circumstance, and then you pull back the curtain and it's a frail, raggedy motherfucker. Okay, it's giving that, dear one. So I'm hearing from Spirit, dear one, whoever this person is that got beef with you, this is someone that may also consider him herself to be, in the craft and in the know. But, they see that you're far more superior in terms of being highly ranked spiritually, having more spiritual knowledge, okay, and being more adept at, manipulating energy and manifesting. And this person is very envious of that, okay? Yeah, this is someone, dear one, that for quite some time, ever since they've been watching you, ever since they've decided, dear one, that in their lame, delusional mind that they had to, I'm gonna get you, that they had some type of vendetta against you. Ever since they made that up in their mind, dear one, they have been watching you and doing all types of janky spells, towards you, projecting all types of things, evil eye, trying to block your confidence, trying to, block your solar plexus chakra, as I see all of the yellow here, okay? It's like they hate the fact, dear one, that you're confident and you know who you are. And this person, they're constantly in some type of identity crisis. Wherever they go, it's like they try to morph or shapeshift into who they think people want them to be. So this person, they're very fake. They always are wearing a mask. And that's why it's like they're so weird and they got so many goddamn personalities and don't know who they are, because they never really got the chance to, they never really focused on, who they are in terms of building up their own character and integrity and learning how to, navigate in the world and saying, this is me, take it or leave it. This person, they're always seeking validation of other people. This is someone, dear one, who currently has beef with you. And another reason why they have beef with you, dear one, is because of your confidence, because you know who you are, okay? Because you also stand out, but you're the type of person where, you're not into peer pressure. Ain't nobody gonna force you into doing shit, okay? You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna say nothing. You ain't gonna, be with somebody. You're not going to bend to other people's will or expectations of you. You ain't doing nothing that you don't want to do. And this person, they envy that. They wish that they would be like that. There is someone, dear one, that is controlling this person. There could also be someone that is controlling this person, dear one, who has beef with you. Somebody controlling their ass and got beef with them. And, instead of them trying to liberate themselves from that type of, low vibrational magic, dark magic, binding and manipulation, they too busy, dear one, focusing on you and trying to bind you. Ain't that about it, bitch, okay? They need to be working on trying to free their goddamn self, okay? Yeah, this person also, dear one, come through spirit. This person has vices. They have addictions. This person could be an alcoholic, a closet alcoholic, okay? They could be, a happy drunk or someone that's real loud and just ghetto and boisterous when they drink, okay? All of a sudden, they got all this, liquid courage and they talking and popping all of that shit, but yet they talk shit that they can't back up, okay? And then when, it gets to the point where just before they're about to get their ass whooped, they'll settle down and shut up, but then they'll go behind, your back and try to do magic, okay? Again, big bitch energy, yeah? And that's what it's giving here, okay? This is the person, dear one, who got beef with you. Okay, did you tell this person no? Did you read this person their rights and tell them to get somewhere and get some more? Okay, did you tell them to fuck off? Okay, yeah, this person is envious of you, dear one, and everything you got going on, from your beauty to your powerful voice to your influence, okay? You may be getting a lot of attention now based on something that you do or based on who you are. This person is trying to shut that down with janky juju, okay? They jealous, they want to be you and then they want to defeat you at the same time, okay? Weirdo, okay? Giving weird ass energy, weird ass weirdo vibes here, okay? Yeah, I pulled 2 cards, you guys. Social media. And I compare my partner to you, okay? So yeah, let's take this first card that I pulled, you guys, social media. media. This person, dear one, could definitely be in social media, okay? This could be the only access that they have to you, okay? Because I'm hearing from spirit. For those of you guys who are part of my collective, you guys are definitely, you're meant to be in the public eye. You're destined to do something that is going to help a lot of people. And you guys have gifts, you have skills where, you may play yourself down. You may say, well, Sage, thank you, but I don't think I'm all that. I don't think talented and gifted. But I'm here to tell you, dear one, you are. Obviously you are, because you have always had a lot of people that have been trying to compete with you, people that have created some type of fake beef with you for no reason other than the fact that when comparing themselves to you, dear one, they feel as though they're coming up short, and you're just minding your own business and doing your own thing, and you're always humble, and you're like, shoot, I like to get to the level 10. I'm only at a level 6. But dear one, your level 6 to another person is like their level 10, because they're not on your level, but they're always trying to pull you down and pull you back, okay? So this is someone, dear one, they're definitely sitting back in the cut watching you guys, on the internet, okay? If you guys have some type of, a following, or, you're a content creator, you're an influencer, or, you have an online business or something of the sort, you could be a musician, you could be an up-and-coming musician, or an up-and-coming writer, or, an up-and-coming choreographer, or business person, you do tattoos, you're an artist, okay, you're doing something, you're a home renovator, okay, you're a real estate a house flipper, whatever it is that you're doing, dear one, where you're garnering a lot of attention, you're a consultant, this person is watching you, and it's like they want to try to get the blueprint so that they can copy you, only so that they can be a better version of you than you are, and then they want to try to, sway people against you, they want to try to gossip and ruin your reputation, mar your character. It's like they want to step in your shoes. They want to step in the place of you and be a better version of you. They've seen you do the work, and you've gotten to the place where, now it's time for you to shine. They don't want to do the hard work. It's like they want to step in and take what you got, what you built. Okay, where the hell they do that at? Okay, this is someone, dear one, that got beef with you now. All in their head. Some of you guys, you don't even know this person from a can of paint. Others of you guys, like I said, if you've ever had some type of interaction with him or her, whether it was on a friendship tip, okay, whether it was on a very social, like very superficial social tip, an acquaintance, a passerby, somebody that I would see every now and then, when we would go to, I would see them, when I was going to auditions, we would run into each other, or, when I was doing this or doing that, or, I used to be in a part of a social circle or community where I would always see this person, and, I haven't seen this person since, I graduated from the uni, or some of y'all, damn, graduated from high school. But yet this person, dear one, however they have managed to find you, okay, they've been lurking, they've been tracking you, they've been following you ever since. And this person in their mind, dear one, they had made up in their mind that, it was something about them where they felt as though they had the upper hand on you, okay. Perhaps, in their mind, they thought that they had more money than you, or more clout, or more prestige. But I'm hearing from spirit, whatever you're doing and whatever you have, dear one, you're giving this person a run for their money, or this person definitely thinks that you are a threat in some way, shape, or form. So it's like they got beef with you. It's like they want to shut you down. They hate the fact that you're getting attention. They feel as though by you popping out, dear one, and doing your own thing, and mind you, by you minding your own business, they feel as though you're taking away something from them. This person is weird now. I say weirdo. Okay? And then the next energy, the next message we have, you guys, is I compare my partner to you. Now look at this. We got some more janky shit here. Come through, spirit. This is a person, dear one, whomever this person is that has beef with you. This is someone, dear one, they already in a relationship or a relationship, okay? They could be in a relationship with a baby mother or baby father, okay? Or they could just be in some type of, relation shit, same sex, opposite sex, it all applies. But whatever the situation is, dear one, this is someone, dear one, they can't appreciate and focus on what they got because they are goosenecking, looking for the next best thing, okay? And in their eyes, dear one, you, in some way, shape, or form, you are the best thing. You're better than what they currently got. And some of y'all, you better than what they never got and never will, okay? But it's like, they have put you on some type of pedestal, dear one. And the pedestal that they put you on, they're always comparing whomever they're with, their current, they compare their current to you. If you got a quirky sense of humor, they're comparing their partner to you, like, why you take everything so serious? You need to be funny. You need to be comical, or, that wasn't funny. That joke wasn't funny. That wasn't hitting. It's like whatever that person does, they're being measured unfairly, based on, who you are, dear one, and what you do, and your talents, gifts, and traits, and things of that nature, your personality, your beauty, okay? Yeah, the fact that this person considers you to be, forbidden fruit, okay? I'm hearing access is denied. And this is the type of person they want, they're delusional because they shoot for shit that they really don't have no business shooting for, because they ain't gonna get it. It's like, it's okay to shoot for the stars, but at the same time, don't be delusional, okay? Kind of know, your limits, kind of know your limitations, and, what you have the more likelihood of getting, okay? It's like, this is akin to a person being like, the average Joe Smo, or I'll take it even better. This is akin to a person being like a homeless man or a houseless man on the street, shaking his cup for some coins, thinking that he has a chance with Beyonce, or, give me one, y'all, Kaylani, or some famous rapper or singer. This person is delusional. It's like, nah, bro, you need to bring that bar all the way down, okay? You need to try to go to that community over there in Skid Row, go around to that corner store, bruh. Okay, go down to that local liquor store, bruh, and shoot your shot. But you not on the level of trying to, thinking that you on a status where you can holler at Beyonce. You can holler at, a top A-list celebrity or rapper or singer. You delusional, okay? And it's giving that, dear one. It's giving that this person is always comparing their partner to you, okay? And this person is always fantasizing about you. I'm hearing heavy parasocial relationships. This person, dear one, they think that just because they watch you on the Instagrammy or the TikToky or the YouTubey or the Thready or whatever the hell that they watching your ass, come through spirit with that confirmation. They think that just because they're watching you that they know the ins and outs about you. They got the deets on you. Okay, again, they're weird. Okay, because just because they see what you're posting online, that don't mean that y'all have no connection. Hell, you're a public figure in some way, shape, or form. You're out there already. So it's not that you have a connection with this fucking weirdo. Anybody that bothers to, tap into what you got going on is going to see what you got going on, because that's why you putting it out there in the first place, okay? But this person, when they think that regardless of everybody else in the world that has access to your posts, your tweets, your videos, your music, your merch, your this, your that, they feel like they are the only one that, you're talking to them and no one else. They have the deets on you like no one else. Again, it's getting weird, okay? This is the person that currently got beef with you, okay? Again, some of you guys don't even know this person, okay? They're weird, okay? I'm going to pull a few more cards, you guys, from this deck, and then I'm going to move on to another deck. I'm going to try to keep this short. I need not to even say that no more at this point. As you guys see now, I don't need that many cards. Your girl is tuned in and tapped in. I'm in the ethers right now, and I just throw the cards for you guys' visual pleasure, give you something to focus on while I give you the read. Okay, so yeah, let's see, dear one. That one wanted to come out. What else, dear one? Who got beef with you and why? You minding your business, doing your thing, minding the business that pays you. You got your head down to get your money up, and you ain't worried about this person, that person, or the next person, but they showed in the hell worried about you, dear one. Okay. Come through spirit. We have the message, you guys, in tranquil spirits, okay? Oh, so for this one, dear one, I'm hearing from spirit. This is definitely something on the spiritual tip, okay? You guys not only have people in the flesh, or people that operate as like some type of vessels for low vibrational entities or attachments to come into their body to try to body jump to get to you, dear one. But you also have, low vibrational energies, entities, spirits, and beings, okay, who are on the fourth dimensional realm, or also even, vibrating and resonating on the 3D level, dear one, that they got beef with you because they see you as a worker of light. They see that whatever you're doing, dear one, whatever you're doing in some way, shape, or form, that it is a threat to their kingdom. It is a threat to their agenda. I'm also hearing these could be people in high places like political figures. These could be religious figures, okay, that again are nothing more than vessels for darkness, vessels for these type of intranquil spirits, okay. For some of you guys, these could be very low vibrational, culty like family members, okay? Toxic, dysfunctional family members that you have gone no contact with, and they operate like some type of cult, like a hive mind, okay? You got the head narcissist, and then you got all the flying monkeys that surround the head narcissist, whether this is the matriarch or whether this is the patriarch in the family, okay? And they all group together, and it's like, they house all of these intranquil spirits, okay? And it's like these people, I'm hearing that sacred text, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. Now, your girl Sage, I don't forgive. I don't forgive and forget, okay? I'm not Jesus, and I don't try to be, okay? But I said that sacred text, dear one, because it's kind of like these people, dear one, they're so blind, they're so deep into their reprobate mind that they don't even know why they hate you. They just know that they do. They don't even know what it is that's fueling them to, have this beef with you, to hate you, to try to come against you, to always be trying to, trap you or set up something to, cause your downfall, to prey on your downfall, to be obsessed with, just hoping that you don't do right, hoping that you don't succeed, hoping that you fail. You have to, at that point, when it's to the point where it's just obsessively, you're so focused on one particular person, 8 billion people plus on the planet, yet, dear one, they can't find nobody else to focus on but you. And it be for some of the stupidest ass reasons. Then at that point, dear one, you're really not dealing with a human being. It's really not a normal situation. This is like spiritual warfare. This is like a spiritual situation. Like at that point, you're dealing with, principalities and wickedness in high places, okay? And that's what this is about. So for those of you guys where it's all about tranquil spirits, okay? Spirit is like, you guys are so high ranked spiritually that you even have spirits and beings that come against you guys, whether this spirits out of their body, just astral energies, I'm hearing like archons, I'm hearing like, incubus, succubus spirits, Jezebel's spirit, Python spirit, all of these goddamn spirits, okay? They try to attack you at night during the witching hour, okay? They body jump from person to person. Have you guys ever seen that old school movie with Denzel Washington in it called Fallen? If you guys haven't seen that, you need to check that out. That's like your homework assignment, but that's like, gang stalking 101, background information in terms of how spirits and entities really work, okay? Because a lot of times, I want to let y'all know, Hollywood, they down with the shit, they in the know. And a lot of times, they're showing you things, it's hidden in plain sight. It's like they're giving you full self-disclosure of what's really going on in the spiritual realm, what's really going on in the earth realm. And it's like by you watching it, in a weird kind of way, they feel as though you have consented to allowing these type of things to happen to you. Now, that's a topic for a whole nother video. We'll get into that at a later date, okay? If you know, you know. But I say all that, dear one, to say that, as far as these intranquil spirits, some of y'all, you got motherfuckers that be inside of their body, coming at you, but they out of their mind, okay? And then you just got, spirits, like, entities, demons, incubus, succubus spirits that are attracted to you guys for the very wrong reasons. They're, a lot of them, dear one, people in your bloodline, your ancestors, somebody conjured up a familiar spirit. They have been haunting and plaguing you all, your bloodline, for generations and generations. And dear one, you are the curse breaker. So they really trying to latch on to your ass. They want to do to you what they did to grandma. They want to do to you what they did to Pawpaw, what they did to your daddy and Pawpaw and your grandpawpaw, okay? Yeah. And so, you're coming to break that thing. You're coming to shut them down, okay, is what I'm hearing from spirits, okay? from spirit, shall I say. So, you know, you guys got entities as well that got beef with you, okay? Because of your high ranking, because of your calling on your life, what you're here to do. Number one, you're here to break that generational curse off your bloodline, okay? That's number one. And number two, whatever it is that you're called to do, dear one, you are a threat to the kingdom of darkness, okay? That's the real. You know, I'm just getting this energy of who do you think you are? Who is that one? Watch that one. Follow that one. Dear one, I'm trying not to come through spirit. Hold me back now. I'm trying not to get too deep into it, y'all, because I don't want the reading to get too far gone, okay? But I'm hearing from spirit that as it relates to in tranquil spirits, some of you guys, you know, you're so watched by monitoring spirits and tranquil spirits because, you know, you're such a threat to them, dear one. When you wake up in the morning, you make their asses tremble, okay? Y'all giving that Christ consciousness power, okay? Yeah, where you guys are literally like healers, you're really literally like powerful manifestors, okay? And you know, these spirits, these tranquil spirits feel as though you are a threat to their agenda, you're a threat to their kingdom. Whatever it is that you're doing, you mind your business, that to them, that's a threat because you're emanating so high that when you are happy and at peace, other people can feel that energy and then they raise their vibration and they become happy and at peace. That in and of itself, you ain't did nothing, you ain't said nothing, you ain't protested, you wasn't trying to be, you know, raising your fist in the air, you wasn't trying to be no advocate. You just being your own goddamn self vibrating high is a threat to the kingdom of darkness. And that's why a lot of y'all, goddamn in tranquil spirits got beef with you. You know, that's how powerful you are. You need to know that. Okay, come through spirit. Okay, I'm gonna get up off that thing. I'm getting a lot more messages, okay? And the spirit says it be so. We will continue with that, okay, in another read about how you all got in tranquil spirits that's after your ass, okay? But yeah, dear one, check out that movie Fallen, okay, with Denzel Washington, okay? That's something that every high vibrational witch, wizard, everyone that, you know, considers him or herself to be an empath, healer, light worker, someone that's into spiritual warfare, okay? You need to see that movie, okay? You need to watch that. That need to be a part of your arsenal, okay? In terms of, you know, studying and showing yourself approved, okay? When you're on the battlefield for spiritual warfare, okay? All right, so let's move on. Who got beef with you, dear one? Who got beef with you and why? Okay. Let's see, y'all. This was in reverse, but I'm going to read it to you, okay? We got legal, lawyers, courts, and paperwork in reverse. Yeah. Someone, dear one, that came... All right, I hear you, Cersei. Okay, yeah, watch that movie, okay? Someone, dear one, that tried to hem you guys up in some type of legal, they tried to get you in some type of legal trouble, but they couldn't. You know, they tried to set some type of trap for you guys. Perhaps for some of you guys, this person that got beef with you, dear one, this could be a baby mother or baby father, someone that holds a lot of animosity for you because, you know, you're happier without them, okay? And because, you know, the relationship that they had in their mind, okay, for you and the plans that they had for you, you know, spirit was like, that's a hell no, okay? So the situation ended, okay? The partnership ended. And it's like this person, you know, it's like they want to vex you. They want to stress you out. They want to drain your funds. It's like, oh, okay, so since you want to leave, bitch, I'm going to make sure that I make your life miserable. I'm going to make sure that whoever you with, the next person, you know, they going to get so tired of you. They going to feel drained just because, you know, I'm all in your life, all in your damn business. So they going to leave you. Or I'm going to make it hell for you if you by yourself or hell for you if you with somebody else. So that's this person, dear one. I'm hearing from spirit, one of the messages in terms of who got beef with you. Somebody that's constantly trying to bring you to court or get you caught up in some type of legal situation. You know, and you keep evading that, okay? It's like they're trying to use the law against you. I'm hearing, you know, fake, false reporting, okay, to the police, to CPS, trying to build up a case, a nasty case, so that you guys will have like a nasty divorce, okay? It's like they don't want to just part ways amicably. It's like they want to just drag it out and just make you miserable, okay? Or, you know, it's something of that effect, okay? For others of you guys, they want to have something to do with a domestic violence situation, okay? Where this person's really trying to is trying to harass and hurt you, dear one, because you know, you got the law on their ass, okay? You let them know you can't treat me this way, you know? I'm not as vulnerable as you think, okay? I'm going to fight back, okay? And you might have, you know, sent the popo on this mofo, okay? Or an attorney or something of the sort. You know, they're restricted in some type of way, okay? You may have called the police and this person may have ended up in jail, okay? Now they have a criminal record, okay? Now they're finding it hard to, you know, find employment, or they're finding it hard to, you know, establish their business, okay? Now they got to do business. They got to do under the table shit, okay? Yeah, they got to do strange things for change, okay? And then now they want to make you suffer. But, you know, had they been acting like, you know, they had some, instead of acting like a goddamn fool, they never would have gotten that situation in the first place, okay? That's for somebody. So, dear one, this particular energy that I'm picking up from spirit, okay, this has something to do with whoever this person is that got beef with you. This is someone that they themselves are in trouble with the law. They have a criminal record, okay? This person is a felon, okay? They've been to prison, okay, quite a few times, okay? This is not your average person. This is someone that could be affiliated with gangs or affiliated with, you know, the dark, seedy, sketchy underbelly of life, okay? You know, it's giving like thug. It's giving like, you know, gangbanger. It's giving like, you know, mafia ties. It's giving like just street shit, you know, seedy people that you really want nothing to do with. This is this type of person. This is their energy, dear one. And, you know, they have themselves tried to use the law against you in some way, shape, or form. But again, you have evaded that. This is also giving the energy, dear one, of someone that has a lot of money and they're spoiled, okay? Because remember, I do read for a lot of energies, all the way from Tom, the CEO, all the way down to Paul, the janitor, and everyone in between. So some of you guys, I could be tapping into my collective that is on the higher echelons of society. So you may have married someone that got money, got connections to, you know, police, to government, you know, got attorneys on the payroll and this and that. And, you know, they were trying to use all of these agencies against you because they thought that money equaled power and that they can control you and have power over you. But in some way, shape, or form, dear one, you were able to evade the traps and snares, the legal snares of this person, okay? And this has really, really pissed them off because they thought that money could get them anything. They thought that paying for people's loyalty, you know, paying for connections and knowing people, you know, in the courthouse, knowing people on the police force, you know, sheriffs and things of that nature, knowing people in the government, that they can do whatever they wanted to your ass and not have any consequences. But dear one, you're very special, you're very protected. And you know, the power that man thinks they have is really out trumped by the power, the real power that spirit has, and the power that spirit is cloaking and protecting you with come through spirit. And so, dear one, in some way, shape, or form, this person, they got beef with you because they wanted to use the law against you. They wanted to harass you with the law, with the government, you know, with the police, you know, with the court system, you know, drain your funds, have you running on the run, okay? They want to, you know, use your child or your children that you guys brought into the world together to, you know, fuck with you, harass you, you know, because they figure the best way to get to you is to get to that which you love, which is your child, your baby, okay? So, you know, they're trying to make things complicated through the court systems, you know, financially and custody wise. They're trying to turn your child or your children against you. This person is janky, okay? Both energies, both the energy of the low vibrational mud duck that's for the streets and they do all that street underbelly shit, you know, or someone, dear one, they're like a white collar worker, you know, a business owner, you know, they could be an attorney themselves, okay? Someone that, you know, people would look at just because of the exterior and think that, oh, this person is on the up and up. You know, they follow the law, they follow the rules. Nah, no, they don't. They just hide behind a suit. They are a sociopathic motherfucker with money, okay? So whether it's that end, dear one, or whether it's the end just said, it's someone, dear one, that this energy here, they got beef with you because they can't use all of their networks and connections to control you like they thought that they would be able to, okay? Ooh. Now, for one or two of you guys come through spirit, this is like not somebody that you dated, not somebody that got a sexual thing for you. For some of y'all, this is family members. This could be your own damn mama, your own sibling, Okay, this could be, someone that you thought, had your best interest at heart. This could have been, someone you consider to be a mentor. Okay, yeah, it's someone that, dear one, was supposed to be close to you in terms of 6 degrees of separation or less. Someone that was supposed to have some type of genuine connection with you, that's doing this janky ass shit. Okay, yeah, someone tried to make you homeless. Someone tried to make you jobless. They used resources, and they tried to use the law against you so that you could be destitute, so that you could be down and out, so that it would be hard for you to get employment or maintain employment, get a home, or a roof over your head and maintain that roof over your head. This is, again, diabolical. This is a diabolical motherfucker here. Now, this last energy I picked up, this is somebody that y'all know. This is somebody that you would be like, God damn, if I can't trust my mama, if I can't trust my daddy, if I can't trust my motherfucking sister or brother, who the hell can I trust? Anybody but they ass. You can't trust them because they are treacherous, okay? Yeah. Goddamn snakes is what they are, okay? I'm going to pull one more, you guys, and then I'm going to turn it loose. I'm going to give you guys some signs, too, as well, okay? All right. So, rounding it off, dear one, Spirit, let my collective know who got beef with them. Who got beef with them and why, okay? Let's see. We have sipping, rumors, gossip, and nosy. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, this could be someone that you guys don't know that have a parasocial relationship with you. This could be, people, again, that you guys have left, okay? You left them in the past and they still trying to creep up in your present and be a problem and a goddamn nuisance in your future, okay? Now, whoever this person is, dear one, it's like the more they try to snoop and be nosy, the more that they blinded, because Spirit is protecting you from this person, okay? Spirit is protecting your information, your business from this person, okay? So if they trying to get readings on you, if they trying to hire a goddamn PI, if they trying to, tap your phone, if they trying to, track your Wi-Fi and do all of that janky ass gang stalking shit, okay? Whatever it is they're trying to do, dear one, if they're trying to, gossip and spread lies about you to, mar your character so that you can be alienated and isolated and, the community that you're in or the people that love you that are around you so that they can turn against you, or so that people, dear one, that don't know you but at first value, it's like they want to show you favor. It's like this person is trying to not only manipulate the energy around you, but they're trying to manipulate people. They're trying to, manipulate the narrative about you. They don't want people to see you for who you really are. They want you to be seen how they want you to be seen, which is low vibrational, like them, okay? So this is someone that they spread rumors about you a lot. They always got your goddamn name, in their mouth, okay? They're always spreading rumors about you. They're always competing with you on the low and then coming up short, okay? They're very nosy. They're always trying to be a goddamn Google spy. They want to Google your information, try to find out where you live. Ooh, let me screenshot this video. I think I saw a restaurant. I thought I saw a street sign. Let me zoom in and find out where live. Let me find out what is mofo live so I could do a drive-by. This giving janky like this right here. It's giving, whoever this person is, dear one, they don't need to know where you live, where you work, what you do, and who you doing it with, okay? Because, they're problematic, okay? They're very, very problematic, okay? It's giving sociopathic energy, how someone feels so entitled to you and your energy, how can't keep your name out of their mouth, and they swear up and down that they don't like you, or they swear up and down that you ain't got nothing going on, you ain't shit, you ain't popping, you ain't this, you ain't that. Well, motherfucker, if I ain't popping, why you always popping your gums about me, ho? All right, come through, Spirit. If I ain't popping, why you always clocking my motherfucking tea? Okay, you always refreshing your cell phone, your laptop, your device, your tablet, whatever the fuck you got, in order to tune in and tap in and see what I got going on. Well, evidently I'm popping, ho, or you wouldn't be clocking me. Come through, Spirit. So that's this person, dear one. It's like they're trying to fool themselves into thinking that they're not that obsessed with you as they really are, okay? So again, it's giving, someone that got beef with you, that someone might know you and they're very intimidated by you, very threatened and jealous of your gifts, threatened of the attention that you're getting, okay? Some, dear one, I just heard from Spirit, someone is They threatened by your comeback. I'm hearing your bounce back game is strong. This person did one back in the day, they may have thought that, they was better than you because they, in their eyes, they had more money. They had more attention. They had more favor. They had more, for some of y'all, they had more family support, okay? You was a black sheep. You was ostracized, okay? Now, fast forward to now, everyone that, got help and everyone that, got coddled and shown favor in that janky ass family, now they all down bad, dear one, and now you doing good. So the table have flipped, okay? I'm literally seeing the vision of a Wheel of Fortune tarot card that is inverting, is turning upright, okay? Only reason why it was down in the first place is because they was doing that janky ass juju on your ass, okay? It wasn't nothing that you did. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You smart, you intelligent, you are creative, you industrious, you fine and handsome as you want to be, bruh. You fine and sexy as you want to be, sis, okay? You got a beautiful personality, beautiful person inside and out. Ain't nothing wrong with you, but everything was wrong with these motherfuckers around you that was, doing that janky ass low vibrational juju behind the scenes, back in the cut. And that's why a lot of shit was falling for you guys. That's why a lot of stuff was failing. That's why, you couldn't get, your foot off the ground there. That's why you kept finding yourself in situations where you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. You finding yourself in legal situations, financial situations, get a job, lose a job. Got a nice car, it gets totaled, get in an accident, okay? I don't know, getting into an apartment, lose the apartment, it's just all kind of shit was happening to you, minding your business, and all of a sudden people got beef with you. They want to fight you. They want to pull your hair out. They thinking that you trying to be with they man or be with they girl. Motherfucker, I don't want that roach. I don't even know you, hoe. I don't know you, and I don't know the motherfucker you with, okay? It's like they just creating all types of beef, all types of drama, to get you in legal situations. They want to force you. They're going to back you in the corner. That's what they want to do. And they want to force you to come out swinging and whoop their ass so they can cry and say, oh, you're going to get arrested. You assaulted me. Well, bitch, actually, I was defending myself. This self-defense, hoe. You came at me. So it's like they want to get all this type of, just complicated, problematic shit. They want to drag you and lure you into all types of drama. You ain't about that life, okay? They got in tranquil spirits, dear one, and they trying to project them onto you, okay? They don't want to leave you alone. They can't keep your name out their mouth. They always trying to start some shit, some of these people, dear one, they're talking about you simply because they know that whoever is with them, the person that compares their partner to you come through spirit, they keep talking about you because they literally want their partner to have beef with you so that they could watch you guys fight. They think that, that'd be so sexy, so exciting to see two women fight over my low vibrational, janky, skid row ass. Come through spirit. So sometime, dear one, you would be amazed. People could be so just mentally ill, okay, that they would literally, target you minding your own business, and they just want to, stir up some drama, stir up some shit. So they'll lie and say they in a connection with you, and they ain't seen no parts of your ass, okay? They'll lie and say, y'all got a thing going on, or y'all got history, or y'all used to date. None of that is the truth, just so that they can get someone that, they constantly comparing to you, to get so pissed off at you that now the person is stalking you. Now the person want to do a drive-by. Now the person want to bust the tires out your, I busted tires out your car. And you're going to jail, bitch. You're going to jail. Okay? Come through spirit. It's like, they so want to disturb your peace, dear one. They so want to, infiltrate their raggedy roach ass into your life. They driving around with a busted ass, raggedy ass car. They coming straight from the projects into your gated community, dear one, to stir up some shit. Okay, these are the roaches. They need to crawl their ass right back on their side where they belong. You don't belong over here. You don't belong with my collective, hoe. This is not the zip code for you. Okay? Yeah, this is not the community. It is too good in this neighborhood for you. Motherfucker, you would drive down the property value. Get the fuck on. Come through spirit. Yeah. Now, this is for somebody. I felt some spice on that now. Some of y'all got motherfuckers you don't even know from a paint, and just the very thought of them, just the very sight of them would drive down your goddamn property value on your home, on your goddamn condo, okay? It'll increase the crime rate in your neighborhood, okay? It'll have people side-eyeing you because they like, damn, where this bad element come from? This is how toxic this person is, and the person that, they compare you with, the person that they keep running their mouth about, they call themselves sipping tea. I won't collect it. Now I know I ain't nothing but a piece of shit. She don't know me from a can of paint. He don't know me from a can of paint. But I'm gonna see if I can get something popping. They lying about you, spreading rumors about you, acting like they know you. They don't know a motherfucking thing about you. Just because they want to stir up drama. They want to start legal situations where it's going to be hard for you to get out. Get you caught up in situations they're wrong place at the wrong time. Or, now you caught up because you were forced to, defend yourself. Okay. This motherfucker got in tranquil spirits on them. They can't keep their mind on what they got. They always goosenecking and looking at you. Okay, they got their woman or their man, same sex or opposite sex, their one, however the case is, lurking your ass online. Then trying to do the janky ass juju behind the scenes on you. This motherfucker is ill here. Okay, they need help. Okay, they 50 shades of fucked up is what they are. Come through spirit. But in a nutshell, dear one, this is a person who got beef with you now. Okay, I want for you guys to, because you're in the public eye in some way, shape, or form, because you got motherfuckers from the 3rd earth realm and from the 4th and higher realms that are janky entity spirits and beings coming for you. It's very, very important for you guys to stay prayed up, to stay protected, to keep your spiritual protection on point, okay, around your home. Get your wards together, okay. If you got servitors, use them. You call on your ancestors. You guys need reinforcement, and I'm hearing from spirit that you do have reinforcement. A lot of you guys, you're working with Archangel Michael, come through spirit. You're working with a lot of different angels, okay. Some of you guys were born with a lot of different angels, guardian and warring angels. You had a team with you from day one, because some of you guys from day one, even if your mammy or your pappy didn't tell you, some of y'all, the enemy tried to take y'all out before you were even born. Your mama had complications, almost aborted you, or almost had a miscarriage, or you may have grown up in the fallopian tube. I said tomb. Somebody wanted to put your ass in the grave before you got a chance to live. Come through spirit. Some of you guys, you may have been lodged up in your mama's, fallopian tube. Okay, it was like an ectopic pregnancy. It was a very complicated pregnancy. The enemy was trying to take most of y'all out before you even got here, and they still coming. So you got to stay prayed up, cleanse your energy every day, okay? Do your spiritual baths, do your cleansings, do your cord cuttings, do your rat-tat-tat, do whatever you need to do, dear one, okay? Because you don't want beef with motherfuckers. You be trying to mind your business, but motherfuckers always got beef with you, okay? So, it just kind of goes with the territory in terms of who you are and what you're working with, okay? So that's a little caveat for you guys, dear one, okay? And that's the tea that you guys need to set you free. I'm going to give you guys some signs of who you are and who these people could be, dear one. And then I'm going to say hi to the chat, and then I'm going to turn it loose, okay? All right. Okay, so here we go, y'all. Let me calm down my energy. I'm trying to come down from out of the ethers. I was up there high today. All right, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. For those of you guys where this message most resonates, of my collective, my wisdom seekers, my high vibrational witches, wizards, high vibrational empaths, healers, starseeds, mystics, magicians. Yeah, you. Okay? You or they, dear one, could very well be a Pisces, Aries, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, Sagittarius, and Virgo. Come through, spirit. I'm also hearing Taurus rising, Scorpio rising, Aries moon, and Aries rising. Libra moon, if I didn't say so already. And then that's all I'm hearing. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody's trying to hold on to you. Somebody's trying to use you, dear one, for what you got. Either this person is someone from your past and they want to circle the block, or, you know, the enemy sent them. I'm hearing who sent them. They want to come into you. Oh, some of y'all literally, I meant they want to come into your life, okay? This person's name could be Tyrone, because I just heard Erica. You better call Tyrone. Call and tell him come over. Come get your shit. Come through, spirit. You about to put somebody out? Because they full of tranquil spirits. They full of drama. They was, you know, always in a situation. It was always complicated. They lied to you, dear one. They got all types of legal situations and shit. Baby mama, baby daddy drama. They don't take care of their kids. They don't pay their child support. Motherfucker just problematic, okay? Yeah, you know, they trying to make your life complicated. So for the message where I was telling you guys that you have to stay up to par with your spiritual protection and your spiritual hygiene and your rituals and routines and regimens, that's for you. That's for all of y'all, but particularly for that one that, you know, I just got that download of call Tyrone, because you about to put somebody out and they ain't got nowhere to go. And you know, when you got a rabid ass dog that ain't got nowhere to go, they'll try to kill your ass. Come through, spirit. I know y'all watch social media documentaries, you know, y'all watch them goddamn Fatal Attraction documentaries, you know, crime series documentaries, femicide documentaries and shit, like your girl Sage, because, you know, spirit have me watching it because it affects my collective, okay, in some way, shape, or form, whether, you know, some of y'all narrowly escaped that type of situation, or some motherfuckers currently in your current timeline is trying to gun for you to, they want you to become a statistic, but spirit and your ancestors say, hell no. So I'm doing my part to give you that tea that you need to set you free, because motherfuckers are always trying to plot and scheme against you because they got beef with you, dear one, simply because of who you are. Okay, I'm going to shut it down. All right, thank you, spirit. Let me say hi to the chat, y'all. Let me see what's going on up in here, okay, before I turn it loose, okay? So here we go. We have Lord, I be butchering y'all names. Please forgive me. I don't mean no harm. Okay. We got Akshaya Seda 5710. Says Anil Kumar, current feelings towards Arshia. Yeah, dear one, you want to know, okay? And like I told you guys before, to my lovely supporters, especially to my international ones, I love you guys too as well. But I understand that you guys cannot purchase personal readings from your girl because I only work with U.S. customers. That is why I want you guys to show up in the chat more. I want you guys to drop your likes, your comments, okay? And, you know, tell a friend about your girl Sage over here in my humble part of YouTube land, tarot land, so that the more that I see you, the more that spirit and I see you, when I pop on here and say, hey, y'all, today is your lucky day, I'm going to pull one particular subby and do a free yes or no oracle message. I'm going to pull from those that I see a lot, not the drive-bys, okay? I want to see those of you guys who are in it to win it, those of you guys who I can identify as part of my tribe, okay? You're not like that person that go to a 4 or 5 star restaurant, eat, belch, and don't leave a tip. Nah, we don't do that over here. It's equal exchange, okay? So although you won't be required to pay with cash, you will be required to pay with your energy. You will be required to pay with your support, okay? Your equal energy exchange. I want to see you in my comment section. I want to see you in the chat. And I recognize you to be one of my Vibe Tribe members, okay? So hold that question, Akshaya Sada 5710, because you know I could read that shit now. I can tell you what you need to know, but it's going to cost you, okay? Spirit would not allow me to use my gifts in such a frivolous way. There has to be an equal exchange, okay? All right, so that's the tea for that, okay? Next we have Cersei 313. I've seen you a lot That's right, girl. I want to keep seeing you in the chat, okay? I see you. Spirit see you. We got our eye on you, girl, okay? And you said, I will watch it tonight. Very good. We're talking about the movie, you guys, Fallen with Denzel Washington in it. That's what Cersei and I are referring to. For those of you guys who are not hip to that movie, okay, y'all need to check that out, okay? That's gang stalking. That's spiritual warfare 101. You need to have that in your arsenal, okay? Yeah. And then Miriam Schubert says hi. Hello, Miriam Schubert. How are you, sweetheart? I hope that you are well, okay? Ancestral Gangsta, I think is Gangsta 181, okay, says hello. Hello, how are you, Ancestral Gangsta? Stephanie says hi. Stephanie, I'm seeing you. I'm recognizing you too, sweetheart. Okay, I want to see you more in the chat. Good to see you. Hello to you, dear. Hope that you're doing well. Okay. And then Cersei says yes. Okay. Very good. Very good. So, all right, you guys, I really enjoyed today's read, okay, with you guys. I'm so glad that you guys decided to, pop your head in and say hi to the chat and, come in and get, this tea that you need during the live stream, okay, that will help you guys, okay. I love helping you guys. I love doing what I do, okay. So that is why, I have challenged myself to show up, for you guys more, okay. And I hope that you guys are appreciating that. I know that you are. I'm doing well, Stephanie. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I'm doing well, okay? It's all good in Sage's neighborhood, okay? Yeah. All right, guys. So until next time, you guys, I want to remind you, personal readings are still currently available, okay? No pressure. But when you need your girl, you will know that I am here for you, okay? And I will help you, navigate some things in your life on the spiritual tip to find spiritual clarity for you, okay? So just want to put that out there for you guys, okay? And until next time, you guys, stay beautiful, stay blessed, and stay great. Peace.